bracket down on there. That's going to
So the sway bar on these new Tundras is located right here. This truck actually has the TRD suspension that's been added to it. The tire was actually rubbing on the backside of the sway bar right here, on the edge of the tire right here. It comes in contact with this bracket on there. That's the drop bracket for the front of the sway bar up here in the front. We removed that. We were able to eliminate that. That's because the center point, when the sway bar gets dropped down here, the center point then of the tire here on the edge of the tire, the center point on the edge of the tire is its furthest point out, which then makes it on its furthest point out here on the sway bar. So what we were able to do is we were able to put the sway bar back in its factory location, and we were able to run 35s on the factory wheels. These KO2s, they run a little bit smaller, 35, 12.5 on these. They run a little bit smaller than your typical 35, 12.5, but we were able to eliminate any kind of rubbing here on the sway bar with putting it back in its factory location. The other nice thing is you can see this skid plate right here. Before we took this bracket off, the sway bar was located on the outside of the front here, hanging down here. So if you were driving and you hit a rock or something and it hit up against the front of the sway bar here, it obviously could cause a lot of damage with the sway bar being underneath the skid plate instead of behind it, which is quite a deal. I don't know why, but that's the way it was. Works fine. It actually, to be honest, it actually handles better with it being mounted flush to the body here, because there's no flex anymore with it bolted directly to the frame. So if you're wanting to run 35s on your truck, this one doesn't have any wheel spacers on it or anything like that. These are the 56 offset, the plus 56, not the regular 60 offset that they have with the limited wheels and the platinum wheels. But we removed this bracket here and it works really well. And as you can see, it bolts right back to the frame, goes back up on the other side of the skid plate. And this is the TRD suspension you can buy through Toyota. So if you guys have any questions, you need anything or suggestions on any of this stuff, please reach out to us. Happy to help you guys in advice and any kind of thing we can do to help you make it a little easier for you. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this is helpful for you guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye.